In this series on how I record, edit, and mix my personal audiobooks, well, in preparation to promote your audiobook online, it's time to convert your audiobook audio files from WAV format into MP3, so you can then promote your audiobook online. Because in most cases, companies that are going to promote your audiobook are going to require you to upload your audiobook files in MP3 format. Come on, let me show you how to convert it from WAV to MP3. It's so easy. Now, what's the difference between WAV audio file format and MP3 audio file format? Well, for example, WAV files are uncompressed, which means there's no change in the quality of the audio no matter how many times you save the audio. You know, you could make a change, save it, make a change, save it, make a change, save it, and it will not lose any quality in the sound of the audio. This is very important for your audiobook. WAV files are very large files because they're uncompressed. So you never want to upload a WAV file online to ACX, Audible, Authors Republic, iTunes, nothing. You don't want to do that. No, you only want to upload MP3 audio files. WAV files are also best for editing your audio, unlike MP3 files, because when you edit your audio, what happens? You make a change, you save it. You make a change, you save it. You make a change, you save it. So with WAV files that are uncompressed, yes, they are very large, but there's no change in the quality of sound for your audio. And that's why it's important to record in WAV, save in WAV, edit in WAV. Bam, done. Now, MP3 files, they are compressed audio files. So they lose sound quality with every save. Now, it's slight. It's not like too obvious, but I'll tell you something. I have experienced where I would make a change, save it. It would take forever because it's compressing it. I'd make another change, it would save. It takes forever. That doesn't happen with WAV files. So MP3 files are compressed, and that's their benefit. They are smaller files in size, which make them great for uploading online. So when a company asks you, hey, we'll promote your audio, just drop your audio files right here. And they'll tell you where. But then they're asking for MP3 files. Yeah, they'll take WAV files, maybe. But the truth is, they're too large to deal with. And many of them don't want to deal with them. So smaller file size, very good. And MP3 files are best for playing audio online. In all my history of working with audio online, I've never uploaded WAV. I've always uploaded the final version of my edited WAV file, and then I saved it in MP3 file format. I uploaded it, and I just played away. Yeah. Now, let's convert our audiobook audio files from WAV file format to MP3 file format. And let's do it really fast. Come on, let me show you how to do that. So, I don't know what audio recording program you used to actually record your audiobook. For me, I used SoundForge Audio Studio. But in your audio program of choice, I'm sure there's an easy way to, file, save as, or export as your WAV file into an MP3 file format. So whatever program you used, just go ahead and determine how that's done in your program. But for me, using SoundForge Audio Studio, basically, I'm just going to open up one of the WAV files. And in this particular case, I'm going to open up just one. This first one, welcome and copyright notice, WAV file, here it is. And then I'm going to go File, Save As. And when I save as, I get a choice under Save As Type. And I'm going to choose MP3. And I'm just going to check to make sure what kind of description I'm saving this as, and this is actually the quality of the audio MP3 format. So let's go over to Custom, and let me show you something really quick. Under Custom, we have a choice. Okay, this default template is 160, 44, 100 hertz, 16-bit mono, and that's actually really good. That's good. I just want to show you something. 128 kbps, 128. Remember that, 128. That is CD quality. CD quality. 96 kbps. That's FM radio quality, which is not bad. 96. But we always want to make sure that we're at a minimum of 128 kbps CD quality audio sounding for our MP3 file format. 160, 192, that's overkill. 128 is fine. And then mono or stereo, it really doesn't matter, especially if it's just like an audiobook that's spoken word. Mono is fine. If you've got music or you're doing subliminal type stuff, stereo's cool. Hey, go for it. But we just want to make sure that we're at 128 kbps at a minimum. Stereo, cool. Save okay. Good. All right, there it is. 128, 44, 100, excellent. 16-bit, love it. MP3, love it. So now we got to make sure we're going to save this in the right folder. Remember, we created 2 file folders to save our WAV files for our audiobook, where we recorded the book and we edited the book in WAV format. And then we created a folder where we would save the compressed files or web-ready files because they're smaller in size, but they're compressed. Okay? So let's go ahead and click this folder, and we're going to save it right in here. MP3 looks good. Looks good. Save. And now we have our first MP3 file that's saved in the audiobook folder called MP3 compressed web-ready audio files. Excellent. Now repeat those steps to save another audio file in WAV format. File, save as. And once you save it one time as an MP3 with these settings, it'll pretty much remember them for the rest of them. Kind of cool. Saves you some work. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that we're in the right folder. We are. Let's save it. Now, after we save it as an MP3, let's close this window and let's go do the next one. And just keep track of the ones that you're doing so you don't kind of resave it, a second time or a third time by accident. Just open it up, file, save as, MP3, excellent. And it even remembered the folder. This is going to go really fast. Save. Now I'm doing these kind of like one at a time. I'm closing them, I'm opening them. This can get kind of, how many audio files do you have in your audiobook? Do you have a lot of them? There's a lot here. Check this out. You can even open up a couple at a time. Like, let's open up 1 through 4. And I'm just grouping these in a group. Open. And there they are. And I'm just going to go ahead and file, save as. And guess what I'm going to start doing? I'm just going to start hitting the save button. And as soon as it's done, I'm going to close it. File, save as, save. As soon as it's done saving, I close it. And look, even the title changes, and you can tell it's an MP3 file. Good. Close it. File, save as, save. And guess what? While it's actually saving, I could literally go do another one. Save as, save, go do another one, file, save as, save. These are already done, so I'm going to close them. This is done. I'm going to close it. Let's check our MP3 file folder. Wow. Look at what's developing here. We've got a nice list of MP3 audio files for our audiobook that are ready to upload somewhere. Pretty cool. So the last one we did was number 4. Well, let's go open. How about if we do 5 through 8? And I'm just grouping them together, and then I'm going to open up these right here because I want to do them fast. So, file, save as. And remember, it just grabs the title. It defaults to MP3 and the file format we wanted. All we got to do is hit the save button. And then we can actually move it out of the way so that we can work on another one. File, save as. Hit save. And while it saves, I'm just going to move it down. Here's another one. File, save as. Hit the save button. And while it's saving, go ahead and move it down. Here's another one. File, save as. Go ahead and hit the save button because it grabs the title, defaults to MP3 in our settings, saving it in the right folder. Go ahead and move this one down. We're just getting it out of the way. Here's another one right here. File, save as. MP3, there's the right title. This is too easy. And take a look at these. These are still saving to MP3 file format, but these are done. I'm going to close them. Anytime I see the MP3 and all this blue, I know it's done saving. Unlike this one, this is not done saving. So I'm not going to mess with it. Close this one. Close this one. Do you see how easy this is? Literally, a third grader could probably do this. And El Duno. So we only have a few more. We went to 8, I believe. We'll do 9 through 11, and we will be done. Click open. And I'm just going to go ahead and separate these kind of like so you can check them out. Okay, so let's do this one. File, save as. Save. Select the window you want to save. Save as. MP3. Grabs the title. It's in the right folder. Save button. Grab this one. File, save as. Grabs the title. I don't have to do anything except click, 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 and click. I love it. So this is done. Close it. This is done. Close it. This is done. Close it. We're done. How long did that take? How long was your audiobook? Was your audiobook like 3 hours long? 5 hours? I got an audiobook that's 12 hours, 20 hours. But did you see how fast we converted those WAV files to MP3? So here's all the WAV files that we opened up pretty quickly. And then we saved them as MP3. And here they are, MP3. Is that not too amazing or what? Well, you know, now that your files are converted from WAV file format to MP3, it's time to consider promoting your audiobook online. And there are a few places you can go to do that. In the next video tutorial, I'll show you those places, and then I'll let you further research them if it's up to you that you want to go ahead and promote your audiobooks on those platforms. Come on, let's check it out right now.